At 7 this morning, this parking lot was completely packed with workers heading into Intrapac. Just a few minutes later, they were being told that they were laid off.
Why are they hiding stuff from us though?
Employee by employee, hauling giant toolboxes out the doors. Intrapac giving them 2 months' pay, access to their belongings.
No warning, no whatsoever. No warning.
Then shutting the door.
Right after our 12-hour shift that we just worked, they decided to not explain anything except for we're shutting down completely.
Joshua Gonzalez and many of the other 90 employees just wanted a heads up they would be out of a job.
Tell people what's going on as it's going on. You hiding it from somebody that could have possibly moved on from here.
It's a move General Manager Larry Brandt said was best for business.
Plattsburgh will be ramping down our operations over the next 30 to 45 days and moving our production to Mebane, North Carolina. And the company expects the plant closure to improve our market competitiveness and better position our jar and closure business for the long-term growth.
Brandt also handed a letter of dismissal. NBC5 reached out to Intrapac's CEO and have yet to hear back. Secretary-Treasurer of the Teamsters Union, Mickey Smith, says the move was wrong for Intrapac to do.
The employees not only were misled, they were lied to. They were told that they were doing a whole bunch of things to bring positive changes to that facility.
While workers like Delaney Crowley have been there for just a short time, he feels for his former colleagues who spent 40 years clocking in at Intrapac.
This sucks for them, you know, and I wish them all the best because anybody could find a new job, but you can't replace the lifetime that you spent here and all of the hard work that you put in here.
Some of the workers I spoke to today will be actively searching for new jobs. Others will be considering this a longer vacation. In Plattsburgh, Josh Mitchell, NBC5 News.
New Hampshire holding on to the nation's lowest poverty rate for another year, what the governor says is their reason for success.
Plus a settlement between thousands of towns and a major drug company. Why Vermont's Attorney General says the state will not take the deal. You're watching NBC5 News.
You're watching NBC5 News at 6 with Stephanie Gorin, Brian Colleran, and Chief Meteorologist Tom Messner.
An employee at a South Burlington grocery store facing embezzlement charges after using a customer's check. Police say 36-year-old Derek Jones allegedly took a customer's check worth more than $500 and spent it on himself at the Market 32 on Heinsberg Road. Other employees from the store turned him in. Jones is due in court later this month.
A Vermont woman is facing charges for embezzlement and grand larceny. Thomas Engineering Associates in Waitsfield reported a retail theft back in April. Police say the company's bookkeeper, 40-year-old Andrea Willock, had given herself raises without authorization, writing company checks to herself. She's been cited to appear in Washington Superior Court. New England Patriots wide receiver Antonio Brown back at Gillette Stadium today, but his future with the team and the league is far from clear. The newest Pats receiver faces a lawsuit from his former trainer accusing him of sexually assaulting her 3 times. Brittany Taylor has spoken publicly about her lawsuit. Brown, through his attorney and agent, they've denied the claims. The National Football League plans to interview Taylor next week. No word on whether Brown will play this Sunday in Miami.
Governor Chris Sununu is praising New Hampshire's economy today in response to data showing the state has the lowest poverty rate in the nation and has had that for 3 years. In a statement, the governor says those numbers from the Census Bureau confirm the state's pro-growth, pro-job agenda. Sununu also says the news shows New Hampshire's economy is, in his word, roaring.
A veteran's stolen wallet causing outrage in one New Hampshire town. How social media helped police catch the thief. You're watching NBC 5 News.
You're watching NBC 5 News.
Vermont Attorney General T.J. Donovan explaining why he rejected the settlement offer from Purdue Pharma. Donovan said the value of the settlement was not guaranteed, saying in part, Vermont demands more certainty and guarantees regarding the money in order to effectively address the opioid crisis in Vermont. He says the state will continue to fight for those affected by the opioid crisis.
Tonight, the man accused of stealing the wallet of an elderly veteran has turned himself in. Police say investigators were able to identify him thanks to tips from a social media post. Ray Brewer from our sister station WMUR has reaction from the community.
Police department says that this crime outraged a lot of people, and some of those called police to identify the alleged thief. These are the surveillance photos taken at a 7-Eleven on South Main Street in Manchester that led to the identification of 37-year-old Matthew Suick of Goffstown. Suick is charged with felony theft for allegedly stealing a wallet. Police say it appears that Suick was casing the parking lot at Market Basket on Elm Street, something the victim noticed Tuesday afternoon as he was leaving the store with his groceries.
He said that when he was walking out to his car, he did see a silver, older model Volkswagen that was slowly going through the parking lot between the rows of cars.
When the victim turned for a second, that's when police say Suick struck, ripping the wallet from the 85-year-old veteran. Police posted the information on social media and with minutes had the name of the suspect.
People were very disturbed by this and they wanted this man brought to justice.
Inside the wallet was a bank card that police add Suick unsuccessfully tried to use at 2 7-Elevens, including this one on Queen City Avenue. The wallet was eventually recovered at the Queen City Avenue store and returned to the victim. Suick turned himself into Manchester Police yesterday. He's scheduled to be in Superior Court in Hillsborough County on September 26th. In Manchester, Ray Brewer, WMUR News 9.
Officials from the Clinton County Health Department are asking people to be careful near Pointe Rush Park. A harmful algae bloom has been found at Deep Bay and near the boat launch area. The blooms can be harmful to people and pets if they're consumed, so they're warning pet owners to keep animals out of the water.
A reminder about increased moose activity this fall. The Carroll, New Hampshire Police Department says this happened this morning on Route 115 near the Jeffersontown line. A moose ran into this vehicle. Officers are urging drivers to be vigilant, especially at night when moose are more active. Thankfully, the driver was not seriously injured.
Now, First Alert Weather with meteorologist Tyler Jankowski.
Good amount of damage to that vehicle, though.
Absolutely, yeah. All right, so in the weather department, a little bit cooler, kind of refreshing today.
Yeah, it'll be frosty tonight for some of us, so maybe don't leave the window open so much. But a beautiful Friday lined up, then it's a little shaky for Saturday. A little. I don't think. What does this mean? a little shaky.
A little.
We'll get through it. We'll get through it. That's what it means. Yes.
We'll get through it. Okay.
You interpreted it right. Let's
we'll
take
all
a
get
look.
through it together.
Let's take a look at the time lapse here. This is looking over the UVM Waterman building in Lake Champlain. Certainly a lot of sunshine there over Lake Champlain today, and now that the humidity is gone and the wind is light, that'll allow the temperatures to really fall off tonight. This is another view. This is from the Plattsburgh camera looking towards the south over the Adirondacks. That little thing you see there in the middle is actually the control tower at Plattsburgh International. So pretty cool to see that, especially at night with the light on it. 64 at the airport in Plattsburgh right now. The dew point way down in the 40s. So that's why the air is a lot drier, feels a lot better. The clouds also going away, especially the thick ones. We're also losing the bright light of the day, so that's why the visible satellite's starting to get a little dimmer. But certainly all of the action is now south of us, so we're not concerned about rain for tonight or for tomorrow. So it's a beautiful Friday. Saturday, not only do we have some showers, but it looks windy. I don't think we've had a windy day like this in a while. I think the gusts will be over 30 miles per hour, especially in the morning on Saturday, and then a big warm up for next week. There's definitely the potential for more 80-degree weather as we move forward. So right now we have 58 in Saranac Lake, 66 in Messina. Newport has 57 and it's 65 in Springfield. There's the mainly clear sky tonight. Tomorrow morning, refreshing, chilly, frosty, whatever you want to call it. That's how it'll start out. A lot of sunshine, and I think that lasts all day tomorrow. The clouds won't increase until tomorrow night into very early Saturday morning. So this is 7:30 Saturday morning as the showers start to come in. It won't rain the whole time, but it looks like a lot of clouds, occasional showers, and of course the wind too that we mentioned. By Sunday though, really Saturday night into Sunday, that's when things clear out. So it looks a lot better for the second half of the weekend. And this is the Futurecast wind gust map for Saturday morning, showing the south wind gusting at times over 30 miles per hour. Should be a little less by later Saturday afternoon, but still noticeable. This is what they call potential tropical cyclone 9. It has a long name. Bottom line, it's expected to be a tropical storm. That would be Umberto. There's already tropical storm warnings for the hardest hit parts of the islands where Dorian went through. So not good news there, but the good part of this forecast is that it doesn't look like it's going to be a strong storm. In fact, the official forecast right now doesn't even make it a hurricane, but what it does do is bring it into Florida this weekend as a tropical storm, then diminishing to just a gusty rainstorm there for North Florida. So it'll be another tropical system to watch for the next couple days. This is our forecast for the weekend, the showers and the wind there on Saturday. And then it turns dry for Sunday, the high 74. Perhaps some showers on Monday. Verdict's still out on that. But after that is when it warms up. It's sunny. Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, beautiful. And then the potential for 80-degree weather really starts on Thursday and Friday. So some bonus summer weather there, guys.
Well, it started in the 1800s. Today was the first day for the 148th Tunbridge World's Fair. NBC5's Matt Layton shows us around the grounds.
From games to rides, and oh, how could you forget about the food?
Got my sausage with onions and peppers.
Food is great. We eat too much.
Just some of the attractions at this year's Tunbridge World's Fair.
I always figured Thursday was a rehearsal day. We make sure everything's working well and getting things going, and it's turned out real well. I think probably for our Thursday we've got a really good crowd.
It's been running since 1867, except in 1918 and during World War II, but draws people back year after year.
It's a local fair. We like all the 4-H stuff that goes on, all the fresh flowers, vegetables.
We both grew up in small farming communities, so it's a nice agricultural fair, and it's nice to come out. It really has a hometown feel.
Fair officials say the agriculture part has grown in the last 10 years.
The biggest part of our show is dairy, and that's a good sign. We hate to cut. Everybody keeps saying, you could cut back, limit people coming, but when it's all youth coming, we don't want to limit any of the youth. We'll find a place to put them.
Which I think is great. Expose the kids to all this older stuff.
35 years ago, the fair used to be a whole lot different.
It used to be kind of a party fair.
And now the focus is on family. Now there are a number of events scheduled throughout the weekend, and the fair runs until Sunday. In Tunbridge, Matt Layton, NBC5 News.
Next at 6, the adorable new member to a Vermont Police Department.
But first, here's a look at what's coming up on NBC Nightly News.
Ahead for us, alarm bells sounding about China and its stranglehold on most of the pharmaceutical drugs used here in the U.S., why some say it puts Americans at risk. Also, the collapse of a payroll processing company, leaving many with empty bank accounts. Details tonight.